Cadets Outdoor Education Centre in Dorset is celebrating its 60th anniversary this summer. And over the years, thousands of people have learned new skills that have helped them both physically and mentally. Janine Jansen has been to find out more.
At the Weymouth Outdoor Education Centre, they do all sorts of fun activities like archery and rock climbing, caving, and one of the most popular of all is coast-steering.
Facing their fears, feet first. These cadets from Bath are embracing life.
Well, these guys have just got out of the water doing coast-steering for the first time. What did you think of it?
It's great. It's really fun.
How scary was it?
It was actually all right. Exciting, though.
And it looked quite cold. How cold was it in there?
Well, I mean, the first shock was definitely the worst, but I feel after the first jump, all the other ones were, like, really fun. Yeah.
And what about yourself? How did you find it?
I found it really, really cool and interesting. Great experience.
And how scary was it?
I think most people think it was really scary, but it really wasn't that bad. It was awesome.
We always get a good response from coast steering. Often we've got to remind ourselves it's the first time. They might have been out of their depth in the sea, or it might be the roughest conditions they've been in. But we build up slowly, small steps, and then we get a really good result out at the end. They all go back home happy.
Jumping into the sea means they've got to learn the tricks of the trade.
We've got the barnacles on the rocks down here, so they're really useful because they make it quite grippy for us to walk on the rocks. But we've just got to be cautious of our hands so we don't end up damaging those. And obviously we see bits of seaweed around us on the rocks behind us here. They make it quite slippy, so we try and keep off of those.
Time to step up to the next height, and this is where the adrenaline really kicks in.
They're tested against things, limits that they might have had, and they see their friends going for it, and they push themselves that little bit further, and they learn that actually their limits aren't there, and they can push over them.
It was really fun. Bit windy, though.
It looked pretty high up.
It is really high up. I screamed when I was going down.
And what did you think?
Oh, it was so fun. I want to do it again.
And were you quite scared?
I don't know. Quite like the adrenaline of it.
Coast-steering doesn't just offer fun, thrills and excitement.
So it's really good for facing a fear, which will help them later in life. When they're facing a challenge in the future, they can think back to how they maybe felt scared here, jumping in the sea or going for a swim. But they managed to overcome it now, and hopefully they'll be able to do that in the future as well.
Exhilarated, excited, elated. Coast-steering teaches you there's really nothing to be afraid of. Janine Jansen, BBC Spotlight, Portland.